Ostrich meat.
That's right.
I had another outfit in the bag that I was gonna wear, but I was like, this is too heavy.
Hey,
Floyd, give me a peace sign.
That's what it's about, baby.
Is it ostrich in meat?
You know, it was leather and meat. When I designed it, I put ostrich in meat. Of course, you know, I'm the one that drew up the commercial for me. I wrote that commercial. I wrote that Gladiator commercial.
You did a good job.
I've done the interest and I wrote the Gladiator
They say that on TV.
The best man.
Yeah,
the best.
Was it true?
No, it wasn't. Thank you, John. That came from, you know, I had a little mark. That came from, the day before yesterday, I was boxing. My sparring partner, I was playing with him, he hit me in the eye. I was like, damn. He gave me a little mark.
I don't see no mark.
Like a little black.
Was it true that there was some aspect of your ring entrance that MGM wouldn't let you do?
No, that's not true.
No, MGM Grand. MGM Grand worked hand in hand. They let me do everything I wanted to do. Everything that I wanted to do.
Working with the MGM and Richard wonderful thing. We have a great relationship.
You know, I mean, you know, I really can't talk about it because it's confidential.
Yes.
You know, my stuff with Reebok, but Leonard can tell you a little bit more about, you know, all my stuff with Reebok.
Floyd, whatever you're doing, you keeping it smooth with your fans, though, man. I gotta tell you that, man.
Thank you.
As I see you jogging around the town, you keep it smooth with
Thank you, Floyd. Thanks, man. Y'all want to sign?
Well, you know, that's what they do. You know, that's what all of them do.
Floyd.
You know, I picked all the fights that we got. You know, they fought their heart out tonight. I was proud of them.
Can you elaborate on the potential for Sergio Martinez fight?
The potential right now, man. To be honest, I'm not even thinking about an opponent at this particular time.
It's just interesting.
Can you make that Chris, please?
Okay. I mean, to be honest, if you want to be honest, I'm the WBA champion. If you really want to be honest.
You're the man.
You know what I'm saying? If you really want to be honest.
Well, it seems like your fan base is closest to that in a while. I think that's fair to say.
I mean, you know, sometimes, you know, people can blow things out of proportion. You know, people can blow things up in the media sometimes real huge. My dad's a good guy. You know, he don't really mean no harm. My uncle Roger's a good guy too. They're good guys. You know, like I say, on 24/7, when you see certain things on 24/7, man, it's entertainment. People want to see entertainment.
Right.
They don't want to see that same boring stuff. I'm like, they're gonna be on TV. Show us. Be controversial.
No.
And that's how that's what we are.
Anybody who's definitely what's up, Tom?
I don't need them.
Gonna be subjected to it.
Hey, yo,
That's never ever gonna change. Never ever gonna change. Well, other than tonight, quite a couple days ago.
But it seems painless. You know,
My dad came to my house last night.
undefeated in the training.
Where's my tickets at? I said, well, you know where you sitting at. Don't worry about that. I got you front row. And then he was like,
Just the comment. It's my cousin. Hey, Leonard, would you have me my little Leonard looks stupid.
I'm not. Go out there and keep doing what you're doing.
Obviously, we all hope things go the best for Roger. If they don't,
He'll be okay.
I think you'll be okay too. Will your father or Roger or some combination of your father and Roger be training your next fight no matter what?
Thanks, Floyd. I mean, the thing is this: in the gym, they don't. In the gym, everything flows so smooth. We already know what it is. When I go to the bag and I'm doing anything else, my dad is with me. When I'm on the floor, Roger's with me. But they both are constantly talking to me in the gym, telling me. They basically like, you done got this far.
They always ask the brother.
You know, but they still love. We still got a game plan.
Have you considered if things go wrong for a little while for Roger, would you go right to your dad? I mean, is that how you?
Hey, Roger's not going.
I know.
You know, the thing we want to do is try to be positive.
Sure.
You know, I always try to hope for the best, even like with your situation. When they told me about your situation, you know, only thing I said, you know, I wish them the best.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I only want to hope for the best. You know, because they see negative things on TV doesn't mean that I'm a negative person.
Right.
You know, I go through ups and downs in my home, just like everybody else. Where you gonna be signing at?
It's all about anywhere else.
You gonna sign a jacket?
I mean, so much to be done.
We talked about it a little bit before,
Because the guy that
meeting, you know, the guy that's regarded as the best welterweight.
I mean, a lot of times people thought I was ducking Margarito. Man, I wasn't ducking nobody. Like, even with the Margarito fight, the fight didn't happen because I think they offered me something like $6 million. And why go get 6 when I can get 10 and get a title?
And we
wrote him a check to not do any business with him. So why that definitely didn't make any sense.
Yeah, I just, you know, I just said, I mean,
yeah, exactly. But that's water under the bridge. We moved on. Like I said, this is another gigantic mega fight.
You got the best. You get what you pay for in life. If you want the best, you want to pay for the best.
We're gonna have some very, very good numbers.
Oh,
you know, he's the best.
Very, very good numbers.
We all saw Shane's mouth open, you know, from racing the 6th round on, which usually
right behind the top fight.
I try to tell.
Yeah.
Where's the media? I need to find a person that in the media who say he don't get tired. When I try to tell him that he do get tired. Who was arguing with me the other day in that room?
Oh, you telling me who's in it?
Huh?
Not it.
I missed that one, I guess.
Huh?
Damn. You know he ain't nowhere over here.
Thank you, man.
Keep beating yourself. Don't pay attention to the haters.
Oh, no, don't worry about that, man. That comes with the territory.
You just keep being you. Ain't nobody like you, man.
Well, I just,
well, I mean, that's a tremendous compliment. I mean, obviously.
I'm just thankful for all the fans come up. And why be in the sport if you don't want to be the best?
I'm surprised you thought Chop hurt you worse than that.
He did.
I remember the punch you're talking about. I just didn't think you reacted quite the same way. But you're the one who got hit. You know.
I was hurting them too.
You know, I told everybody who would listen. I said from day one, and anybody who's around here, I said it's not that Floyd. It's not beat.
Who do you like to win championship?
Floyd,
it's tough. This shit.
How he's gonna beat him.
Floyd, your dad was saying before that you started swing protection after you won the
also when
after you won the Golden Gloves title. I think it was age 16. Is that fair to say?
I was 16 years old. He remembered because he's like one of the guys that gave me my first interviews ever since I've been a little kid.
But see, it's different.
When I was 16 years old.
And
I went to the Nationals. I got a buy all the way to the Nationals. I only had 15 fights and won the whole thing.
No open fight.
No open fight. My first open fight was in the Nationals.
Totally different.
Is that when you started, you know, mentally?
They came out.
I can be perfect. I need to be perfect.
Shane Mosley was a stronger fighter.
When did that happen? If that's not
to be
I always
totally honest,
whatever I done, man, didn't matter what it was.
Walked him down the whole fight.
I always competed with my father.
Sat in the pocket and walked him down.
You know, I used to spar my uncle. I used to box with my uncle Jeff. I used to box my dad. I used to box my uncle Roger. I used to box all the professionals in the gym. Because I got good.
When you're asking the fans,
ever since I've been an amateur, I always box professionals.
You got to give them their money's worth.
And all the other amateurs want to box amateurs. Always want to box professionals. So boxing all the
who was disappointed.
So I knew that, you know, once I wanted to start getting that international experience.
However,
when I came back to the gym, I was a little bit bigger, and I came back to the gym, and I was 125 pounds. Couldn't nobody. By the time I was 17, couldn't nobody in the gym beat me. I ran the whole gym. But so that's when I started coming to the gym and stuff. I come to the box gym. I said, if anybody here want to box, that's my main thing. I love to spar. If anybody here think they can beat me, lace up.
And even when he fought Austin, everybody know that wasn't no split.
Muhammad Ali is unbelievable. Muhammad Ali is unbelievable.
And that was the best.
Did you get a lot of slack for saying that you was the greatest and tell him out?
I mean, he said he was better than Sugar Ray Robinson. I mean, he said he was better than Joe Louis. Joe Louis said he's better than Sugar Ray. Something like that. You know?
I thought that was a good statement. I mean, ain't nobody in this era, ain't nobody, you know what I mean? Ain't nobody beat you. You know what I'm saying? You haven't been beat. You know what I'm saying? So you are the greatest, and you should believe it.
He put on the best.
I mean, a lot of people gave you like that flat. You know what I mean, for saying that. But I thought, you know what I mean, what you said, it came from the heart. I mean, of our era, right now, you are the greatest.
I didn't live in nobody else's era.
Yeah, so
exactly.
You can't think about that.
I didn't live in nobody else's era. I live in my era.
Well, Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, they all lost. You know what I mean?
It's really not about the laws. It's just I didn't live in their era. That's all I'm saying. And everybody who they said that I couldn't beat.
Man, you were dominating these top fighters.
Floyd, can you talk about your power?
Man, I fought so many pound for pound.
We want to shoot the big boy match.
Huh?
Floyd.
We want to shoot the big boy match.
What'd you say, Dave?
They want to shoot the big boy to miss them all.
Click. When you want to shoot? Can we do it Tomorrow?
Yeah, let him shoot.
You gonna be busy?
I'm not gonna be busy. Y'all can shoot the big boy next.
Tomorrow?
Y'all can shoot the big boy.
Okay.
Floyd, can you talk about your power?
I'll get with you.
I think
tomorrow.
I think in the fight that I was hurting him too. I think I was walking him down, hurting him too in the fight.
You walked him down every
But can you
round.
talk about the power that you had said that people would, after a fight
I said, I think every time I'm in a fight, I said, you can ask the fighters, can I punch? And of course, if Mosley gonna be 100%, Mosley know I was hurting him too bad. I was hurting him bad. You know what I'm saying? We talking about one round, but then we talking about what about the other 11 rounds? Because most time, like I said before, I ain't got nothing against Mosley. It's business. You know what I'm saying? This business is a sport. It's about who's the best. But he was holding me. He was holding me most. All he was doing was he was trying to survive.
What would you like to tell the fans?
I'd like to tell the fans, I'd like to thank everybody, man, the media, everybody that covered the fight. I'm just thankful. And like I said before, I just want to spend time with my family. No matter what, it's never good enough. No matter who I beat, it's never gonna be good enough. If this was Pacquiao tonight, they'd be like, okay, you beat Pacquiao, but you ain't beat Mosley. So, like I said before, I'm always in a nowhere situation. but then they say, well, you didn't fight Margarito, but then I dominated the dude who beat Margarito. Then what they gonna say now? So.
Well, what do you think that Roger's done to add to your career?
Boy, we're back to party.
Help you.
54th.
What do you think he's done to help you take it to the next level?
I mean, Roger got me offensive minded. He said, yo, get off in his ass. Don't play. Go to him. Be offensive minded. And he said, listen. And what we always talk about is what I always talk about with my team. Not Leonard or Al, but just my guys I came up with. Those are my friends that surround me. And so I just say, I always ask them. They say, man, Floyd, you got the city on fire. And I always say to myself, I wish I can I be want to walk down the strip and do regular things. I don't want to go to the movies and take my security with me or take security with me. But they say, why you got so many security? Because, the things that happen to Vernon Forest and things that happen, like my security ain't there to hurt nobody. They are there to prevent problems from happening. And for no problems won't get started. That's why I got so many security. You get what you pay for.
I noticed that you said Cleveland won by 8. Did you have a bet on the game?
I ain't bet on the game today.
It's a 7-point spread.
No, I ain't bet on the game today. And Rick told me where Rick at? Rick told me don't bet on the game today. I didn't bet on the game.
So it's fair to say Roger made you a little more offensive minded. Is what you're saying.
My daddy taught me how to box, though.
Right. Yeah. Not taking anything away from that.
My daddy taught me everything. My daddy taught me everything.
Thank you.
And being around, boxing Pernell Whitaker when I was an amateur before. And boxing Frankie Randall and just different stuff like that. I went to a Don, they took me to a professional Don King's training camp when I was only 17 years old. And being at the training camp, boxing professionals, just stuff like that, was, I was like, man, it's unbelievable. So, but I was like, because when I used to box Frankie Randall, I knew I knew when I boxed Frankie Randall, I could really get the best of him, but I didn't want to because I knew that he'd send me home. I didn't want him to send me home. I wanted to keep my friendship with him.
That's classic.
And I was boxing Frankie Randall when he had beat Pernell, when he had beat Chavez. I was boxing Frankie Randall, but I didn't want to. When I boxed him, I wouldn't box him hard. But I was only 125 pounds. I was only like 17, 18 years old, but I was like, I'm gonna take it easy on him because I want to keep hanging with him. He was cool, he took me to buy Mr. Versace glasses. So I beat him in the bet. We was hanging out. We was cool, going to clubs together.
Was that at Pride?
Huh?
Where was that? At Pride?
No, we already boxed in Florida. We boxed at a couple other gyms, but then one day I boxed him, but I like Frankie Randall. Frankie Randall treated me nice. Let me stay at his house. He stayed on the golf course. His wife treated me nice. He a good dude. I never forget him. When I first seen Pernell Whitaker, I had boxed him before. It was good work.
Don Hill set that up with Frankie at the time, going back years.
At that time, but Shelly Finkel, I was working with Shelly Finkel too as an amateur.
Right.
I was working with Shelly Finkel too. So I went to Virginia Beach.
Right.
And I went to Virginia Beach, and I boxed with Pernell. Good work. It was good work. And you know, just going to Evander Holyfield. These are the things that I've done, you know, as an amateur. You know, that prepared me for, you know, for the big level. You know, when you get to a level of this, you know, when you get to this magnitude in the sport, you just relax. You don't let nothing, like even in the fight, you get hit with a good shot, you just relax. You don't get to going all crazy because you get caught. You just relax. Okay, he gonna do his stuff. Okay, once he slow down, because he got to slow down. And I always know that I'm in better shape than my opponent. I know.
What's the best punch, whether it was in a gym with a guy who just caught, what's the best you ever got hit in your life?
I can't tell. I will never tell that. That's certain secrets that you keep to yourself. When your career is over, you tell it.
Was it in the gym?
Who was a big puncher? I done ran into some big punches. But guess what? You know, I light them up the same way though.
But throughout the years, you've had a lot of stuff going on in your personal life. You have, you know, your dad goes to jail. You have to deal with a lot of stuff. Your dad and the falling out of the rug. How do you block all that stuff out and keep the?
You don't worry about that stuff. Cause I say it like this, and that's what I always say. You got certain people in this world that's talented. Talented and God gifted are two different things. Those are two different things. The thing is this, I'm God gifted. That's the difference. And I know it in my heart. And I believe it. And you got to believe it. You know, like if you notice when you see me come, you don't never see me under no pressure. I don't never worry. I'm the same way. Even in the back when you see him walking to the ring, I seen defeat in his eyes. I knew he was defeated from the beginning. And I like Mosley, but I think that he let Bernard Hopkins pump him up. And I don't think everything you ask for in life you don't always want. But the thing, I'm glad Mosley had a chance to get his biggest payday. He had a chance that we had two future Hall of Famers had a chance to share the ring, and he had a chance to make his biggest payday.
Was there ever any time, you know, late '90s, this decade, that really got hard? I mean, there's a lot of just crap that goes on around you sometimes. Was there ever a time that it got difficult for you?
I don't worry about nothing when I get in there. I don't worry about nothing.
Training, you know, there's months of training that goes into it.
I don't worry about
nothing. Was there ever a low point?
No. You don't worry about nothing. Like I said, you have good times, you have bad times. But the main thing you try to focus on, the thing with fighters and athletes, you get to, when you're doing good, when you dominate, you get to reading your articles. You know, you get to go out there reading your articles. I block everything out. I block everything out. And you know what I do? I say, you know, when my career is over, but if it's something positive, I tell my guys to bring it to me. Bring me some positive articles. Bring me the good things that they write. I've said, listen, our country is at war. Our country is in a recession. And why is we steady down in our athletes? You know, it's crazy that you go to another country and they love you more than that you've been loved in your own country. Like I'm in America, the country that I wore USA on my back in the Olympics. But then they downing me in my own country. They downing me in the country, telling me that there's another fighter from another country better than me. And y'all, if y'all my country, then y'all supposed to stand behind me and be like, our man is the best.
Congratulations,
Where does this fight put you in the
Tomorrow.
history of boxing, Floyd?
I don't know.
Tomorrow.
What do you think?
I don't know.
You just went 12 rounds, there's not a mark on you, you're still handsome. My son just won the Golden Gloves in Arizona, his name is Huey Johnston. You have any advice for him?
Congratulations. Just say your prayers and love your father, love your mother, and just believe in your talent and believe in your skills. But it takes a lot of hard work. You don't care how talented you or how gifted you are, you got to work hard still.
But who's the wittiest Mayweather, your dad, Roger, or yourself?
I don't know. You know, just when you mention boxing, just mention Mayweather.
Is it fair to say that boxing has helped you keep your mind off the tough things? Like you said, you focus on that. I mean, is that like a sanctuary almost?
I need a call, please. I need a call.
Okay, no.
Like a sanctuary almost? I mean, I don't want to overstate it, but
I think that I honestly believe that of course I'm the face of boxing, and I think the right thing to do is clean the sport up. It's too much different stuff going on in the sport. Too many enhancement drugs, you know what I'm saying? And steroids. Yeah, with cream too. It's too much stuff like that going on in the sport. I truly believe in my heart it is.
People either love you or not like you. How do you handle that?
Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. God loves me. That's the main thing. My mother loves me. My kids love me. And I love myself. I must love myself first. Preservation is the law of the land. I come first.
At what point, Floyd, did you know that you'll be Floyd Mayweather Jr., one of the best ever?
I always believed. I believed in my skills. I believed in my talent. You know, the main thing is believing in yourself. I believe. Like, if somebody tell me I couldn't do something, it's like I know it. You can't tell me nothing that I know I can do. So, like I said before, if it's something I truly believe that I can do and I know I can do, the world can be against me.
How big is the mental aspect of the fight? Like you said, you mentioned getting under people's skins before. You did it all during 24/7. I mean, you threw Jack Mosley's name out there before that. I mean, how important is winning that mental battle, do you think, in the fight?
I think that mentally in the fight I was getting to him. You know, I think that Mosley is a gentleman, but I think he was out of character talking trash. And I think that that he wanted to touch gloves and be too friendly. People wanted to see a dog fight. That's what I'm here to give you. Y'all said I was gonna, I mean, you know, and I think his trainer was a hell of a trainer, but they said they was gonna step on my tail. They said I was gonna run. I wasn't running, I was pressing the attack. I was there to fight. And every time I pressed the attack, it was grabbing me. And I got hit with a shot, I ain't grab him.
Floyd. How hurt were you in that second round?
It was all right. You know, things happen.
Floyd, a lot of people talk about your mental fortitude and how you're able to take over fights mentally. What would you attribute to your mental toughness and your ability to weather the storm and just relax when you're in the heat of the battle like that?
I don't fold under pressure. I don't fold under pressure. I feel that I feel that my opponent's under pressure because this is the biggest it gets in boxing, and this is the biggest it gets. When you get to this level, this is the biggest it gets. You know, it gets no bigger than this.